A young boy named Dhun Chey with a mischievous yet intelligent look, playing near a traditional Cambodian stillhouse in a village. Close view of Dhun Chey's face, his eyes sparkling with an idea. He has a sly smile. A group of villagers, including elders, in traditional Khmer attire, looking puzzled, or slightly annoyed. Dhun Chey is subtly observing Chey whispering mischievously to a group of Cambodian children in traditional clothes, who are giggling. Dhun Chey are leading the children to a field of ripe paddy, where they quietly begin to harvest a small portion. The villagers angry, wearing traditional Khmer attire, pointing towards the rice field. They look frustrated and confused. Dhun Chey stood innocently before the angry villagers, hands clasped, a slight, knowing smile. A village elder in traditional Khmer attire questioning Dhun Chey, his face showing a mix of annoyance and curiosity. Dhun Chey explains his reasoning to the villagers, using traditional Cambodian hand gestures. The villagers' expressions slowly change to understanding. The villagers laughed feebly, transformed by Dhun Chey's cleverness. Dhun Chey smiles genuinely. A grand ancient Cambodian royal palace shimmering under the sun. Cambodian royal guards in traditional Khmer uniforms stand at attention. The king on his throne, wearing rich, traditional Cambodian royal attire, looking bored or troubled. Servants fanning him with traditional fans. Royal messengers in traditional Khmer uniforms announce a challenge throughout the kingdom. Villagers in traditional Khmer clothes listen intently. Dhun Chey, hearing the announcement, a determined look on his face. He is packing a small, traditional Cambodian bag. Dhun Chey traveling through a beautiful, winding Cambodian forest path. Dhun Chey arrives at the Grand Cambodian Palace gates, looking small but confident. Guards in traditional Khmer uniforms look down at him skeptically. Dhun Chey in the royal hall, facing the king. The hall is adorned with traditional Khmer decorations and filled with skeptical ministers and nobles. The king presenting a complex riddle or problem to Dhun Chey. The king's face is curious but skeptical. Dhun Chey thinks deeply, a single bead of sweat on his forehead. His eyes darten around. Dhun Chey's face brightens as he finds the solution. A small, victorious smile. Dhun Chey confidently explained his answer to the king. Ministers in traditional Khmer attire look surprised. The king's expression changed from skepticism to awe and admiration. He slowly nods his head. Dhun Chey is performing another clever act, like eating the sound of rain. His movements are graceful and whimsical, inspired by traditional Khmer dance. The king and queen laughing heartily, delighted by Dhun Chey's wit. Dhun Chey receiving gifts from the king, his face showing gratitude but also a hint of his signature mischief. Gifts are traditional Khmer items. Dhun Chey walked through the palace garden, enjoying his success, butterflies fluttering around him. A group of jealous ministers in traditional Khmer attire plotting against Dhun Chey in a dark corner of the palace. Dhun Chey is facing a new, more dangerous challenge set by the jealous ministers. He looks calm and composed. Dhun Chey uses his wit to outsmart the ministers, perhaps by interpreting a seemingly impossible task literally. The ministers in traditional Khmer attire looked utterly defeated and humiliated. The king scolding the jealous ministers, their heads bowed in shame. Dhun Chey is leaving the palace, looking reflective, the sun setting in the background, casting long shadows over Khmer architecture. Dhun Chey back in his village, being greeted warmly by the villagers. In traditional Khmer clothes, Cambodian children are running up to him. Dhun Chey sharing his wisdom with the children, perhaps teaching them a clever traditional Khmer riddle. Dhun Chey looks out over the peaceful Cambodian village, a sense of contentment and peace on his face. A serene shot of the Cambodian village at night, under a sky full of stars. The sound of crickets. image of Dhun Chey's silhouette against a rising moon symbolizes his lasting legacy. Text overlay. Lesson: Wisdom conquers all enemies.